Basecamp, for those who aren't familiar, is a project management web app, basically.
Yep.
Right. I mean, there's probably
there's
mobile
iOS and
component.
Android apps, all that stuff now too.
And when you started, it's like your main competitor was maybe Microsoft Project.
Main competitor's always been the same.
Oh, okay.
Email.
Email, okay.
Email and habits.
But when people would think of project management, would they think of email back when you guys were first starting?
If you ask people even today, like what their primary method of working on projects with people, it's still email.
Oh, okay.
So email is still the biggest. Our industry thinks like there's certain products of the time that are the big product, but the biggest of them all is email. And that's not a product; it's like a thing.
It's a protocol.
Right? But that is the thing you're always battling against. Is like email, phone, in-person habits. That's the thing you're battling most against. The biggest thing that you're trying to do is sort of there's this idea of non-consumption, which is this concept that there are people out there who work with others and they need a better way to do that, but they don't know how to do it. They don't use any products to do it yet. I mean, they use like products, but they use products that are not built for this purpose, but they just use like other things. And they don't even realize that there's something out there that would help them. Mm-hmm. They just don't, they're non-consumers. They want to consume, they want something better, but they don't even know something exists. So our industry sometimes thinks that wherever the hot product of the moment is, that everybody uses that. But actually, all things told, a very small slice of people use that, and most people don't use anything. So that's always like the biggest competition in our opinion, is the people who don't use anything.
And I feel like there's a parallel that could be drawn there with between email and what we were talking about with office interruptions. The email is this sort of portal where anybody can interrupt you.
Sure.
And you're providing a space through which everything is about this project that you're working on right now, all the communication that's happening, and all that within Basecamp.
Yeah.
So, what is that DNA of Basecamp?
Yeah. So here's the thing. So the DNA of Basecamp, there's a couple things going on here. No matter what it is that you're working on, okay. If you have a team, there's a few things you need to do. Okay. I don't care if you are building a building, or you're working on a small school project, or you are putting together a publication, or you're building a website. Like when you work with people, you've got people problems. All right. So you need a way to divvy up and organize the work that needs to get done amongst the group. Okay. And our take on that is to-dos. But let's forget our implementation for a moment and just get back to the fundamentals. So you got a group of people, you want to do some work together, whatever it is. You've got chunks of work, pieces of work that need to be outlined and divvied up in some way and assigned out. Okay. You need a way to hash things out quickly. So sometimes you just need to hash stuff out and go informally back and forth really fast, right? Sometimes you need to slow down and present something and think about something and pitch something and write a thoughtful post or something and give people a chance to write back in time. So there's moments when you need to make announcements, there's moments you need to hash stuff out quickly. You need to keep track of when things are due and what the major milestones are, what's coming up next, when is this thing launching or when are we doing this thing together, right? So there's some dates around it. There's artifacts, there's files and there's documents and there's sketches and there's just PDFs and there's stuff that typically you need to keep track of that stuff. You want to organize that stuff. You need a place where everyone knows where it is and where to go to get it and that sort of thing, right? And then finally, you need a way to check in on people, how's it going and how are we doing and are we doing the right thing and how do you feel about how we're doing it and are you stuck on anything, those kind of things. So to me, it doesn't matter the kind of work. When you work with people, those are the things, right? Hashing stuff out, divvying up work, dates, artifacts, making announcements, being able to get a hold of people when you need to, no matter what their speeds are, that sort of thing, right? So that to me is the DNA of what Basecamp's about. It's about understanding how groups actually work together to make progress on something. Not just, there's a difference too, because there's moments when you're just social and you're just kind of social. You're not trying to make progress there. But when you want to make progress on something, Basecamp comes in and helps you make progress on things with other people.
Yeah, and I like that you're...
It's a collection, it's really a collection. That's the thing that's always set Basecamp apart, is that it's a collection of unique tools that work together to help a group make progress on something together. There's sort of there's many ways to approach things. There's like a way to piece together a bunch of separate tools and duct tape them together and try to like point at each thing, and or there's like a way to like buy something that kind of tries to do all those things really well in a simple way, and that's kind of our side. It's like we want to give you one thing that you can use to do all these things together with a group, versus you having to go out and shop for a bunch of different solutions and try and tie them all together and get people on board on 5 or 6 different products.
And it sounds like you've been able to really think about the abstract needs that are there and separate that experience from the technology itself. It's not Ajax. It's not
Right.
to use like a very 2002 term.
Very early. Yeah.
It's not Ajax. It's not about all these individual technologies or something. It is managing these sort of abstract things that are floating in the ether and making them into something that you can get a handle on.
And getting your head around it and getting organized around it is a really important part of working together with people. The thing is that everyone can have their own individual messes, right? But if you bring someone else into your mess, they're going to be like, whoa, I don't know where things are. So you need to have like an organized place, a space, a shared place where you can do this kind of work. But yeah, it's not about technologies. It's not even necessarily about individual feature sets, because when I say like hash things out quickly, what I actually mean is in our implementation is more of like chat. Campfires are now in Basecamp 3. But in 5 years, chat may not be the way to hash things out quickly. There may be another way to hash things out quickly. So it's not about staying true to a tool set. It's about staying true to the problems you're trying to solve, and then like this is what gives us the opportunity to resolve those in new ways.
You have to apply it with the technology at hand.
Exactly. So
just like the cars that they change over time with technology.
Yeah, like Bluetooth wasn't a thing in cars 8 years ago. Now it is. Like now navigation wasn't a common thing, and now it's like in almost every car. So technology moves, ideas move, things you can do change. And that's why I think forcing yourself to reinvent yourself and be willing to look at those technologies and those new options on a regular basis is very valuable.
Now, when I think about you reinventing the product every 4